inquisitive right now, trying to figure out how this work. This is all right, guys. Welcome. This is YouTube's newest feature. You know, YouTube is trying to keep up with the trend of, all the other platforms. And so we are seeing a lot of changes. We are seeing YouTube introducing us to a lot of changes. This is one of them where you can now go live straight from your YouTube channel and you can invite guests. I didn't invite any guests because I did not plan to do this. But as soon as I saw it pop up, I decided, hey, let me take a try at it. So I'm trying it out. So if you're in the chat and you're able to see this, come on, let us talk a little bit. I was going to talk tonight about whether or not men should be given an update as to what the mother of their child does with the money they pay in child support. And that's a new topic, that's been trending because a lot of men keep saying that women are using the child support money to do their hair and do their nails and do this, that, the other, and the third. And they are awfully mad and they're getting support from each other. And I'm here to tell them that they do not need to know what the woman does with the money. It is a form of control that these men want to continue to know what this woman is doing with money, even though they are no longer romantically connected. It's not about the child. We know that. If it was just about the child, they would trust that, well, I slept with this woman, and this woman gave birth to my child, and therefore I trust that this woman is going to care for my child adequately and appropriately. Therefore, if I pay her $100, $200, however much I pay her each month, I know my child will be well taken care of. Right? That would be nice if all men thought like that. But they're not gonna think like that, because now that they're no longer with the woman, if the woman ever starts to look different in terms of looking better now than she looked when she was with him, he's going to think all of that is just because he's paying child support. It's his money she's using to do her nails. It's his money she's using to do her hair. Well, voila, voila. When she was with you, you wouldn't give her money to do her hair or nails. And now that she's not with you, she can afford it. Ain't that something? And you think that's from child support? No, it's not. Because now she gets a chance to take care of herself rather than taking care of you. Because oftentimes women take much more care of a man than they do of themselves. Oh my gosh. Ajable is in the place. Ajable, how are you doing? This new feature on YouTube? This is YouTube's newest feature, and I'm trying it out. Oh, well, as soon as the comment comes in, it goes out. Okay, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, this feature is funny. Once the comment comes up, in 5 seconds, it disappears. Okay. I'm working this feature. I'm going to share with you all what I see going on with this feature. It's not bad because it's easy. You just touch a button and you are right there. It's not like you have to go back and log in and do anything else. You just go right in and start your live. it's a nice feature. I think YouTube is ageable. Thank you, my friend. How are you doing? Yeah, it's good that we can just hit the button and come in. It's so much easier, I think. I'm not going to talk too soon because I don't want it to start messing up. But usually something new, you find everything that's it different or better than whatever it is, the comparable app that you were using before. So here I am. Mika, Mika, what's up, my darling? What's up? What you doing? Do you see this new feature? YouTube is on it. YouTube is on it. I like it though. I don't know. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much for coming. This is me here trying out YouTube's newest feature. YouTube has the go live feature that is quick and easy, and you can also have guests up. Remember the one before did not you couldn't have guests. But this one here, you can have even guests on and you can control your guests. Like you can send out the link, your guest comes up and you can control whether they're speaking. You can control mute their button. You can mute them or unmute them as you like. It's almost like being the moderator on like a Zoom where you can mute people and unmute them when it's their turn to speak. Wow. I like it. YouTube is stepping up its game, but it's about time that YouTube really does step up its game, because for all of us who are over here on YouTube, and for all the money that YouTube take from our super stickers and super chats and all of that, it should at least give us something to use so that we wouldn't have to go outside and buy services from another app. Don't y'all agree with me? I know Mr. YouTube may not agree with me, but I do agree with me. And I know lots of people out there agree with me. For all the money that you make off of us, it's about time. It's about time that you give us something that we can use so we don't have to pay for another app. I said it. But anyway, welcome into the live, guys. This is not what I was gonna do tonight. Tonight we were gonna talk about whether or not the men need to be updated. You know what I mean, Mika? Mm. I was going to talk about whether or not the men need to be updated on what the mother of their children do with the child support money. What do you all think about that? I'd love for somebody to join me so we can have a conversation about what do you think about that, because that is one story that's going around right now as we speak, where men are demanding to know what the mother of their child is doing with the money they pay for child support. Some of them acting like they're paying like $100,000 a month. The people who be worried about the child support money are people who are paying like $100, $150 a month, $200 a month. Come on, bro. Do you think $200 a month can take care of a child? You think so? You're thinking wrong. We're going to do a little breakdown. So imagine that the child lives with the mother. I know there are different circumstances, but I am going to use one scenario. Can't use everything at once, but I'm going to use one scenario. So this child is living with mommy. The child goes to daddy 2 weekends a month. That means that the child goes to daddy on a Friday, comes back on a Monday. All right. 2 weekends per month. So the child is basically with the mother more times than the child is with the father. So daddy needs to contribute to the child's care. All right. There are 30, we're going to just say 30. There are 30 days in the month. Child stays with daddy. What's that? 6 days out of the month? 6 days out of the month, which means the child is with the mother 24 days out of the month. Right? All right. Those 24 days out of the month that the child is with mommy, mommy has to provide a roof over the child's head. Let's say rent or mortgage is $1,000 for the month. All right. Your child's got to live somewhere, right? All right. $1,000 per month. And you are paying this woman $200 a month for the child. And she got mortgage of $1,000. She has light of $200. She has water of say $100. We are at $1,300 already, you know. She has cable, which is maybe $100. That's 14. She has the internet, which is say $100. That's $1,500 already. She has a car note, which is $500. So that is $2,000. She has a car insurance, which for that month is say $100. So we're gonna say that's $1,600. No, that's $2,100 already. All right. She has food to buy. So we're going to say for the month, she spends, say, I'm gonna say $250. The way things are going now, $300 a month for food. All right. That takes us to $2,400. And say she has the child maybe needs a new shoe. The child doesn't get a shoe every month. So we're gonna leave out the shoe. We're gonna leave out the clothes. We are going to round it up to $2,500 for mom's household every month. Did I leave out any bill, guys? I'm only thinking about the bills that I pay, but I know y'all be paying all kinds of bills out there that that I don't know anything about. Y'all be paying all kinds of bills that I don't know about. So I don't know. I don't know. And even say she gets a yard cut once a month, or say twice a month, it comes to $100. Okay. We are going to round off mommy's bills in total to about, I'm going to just say $2,500 and leave it right there. $2,500. So your child can live comfortably. And you give this woman $200 a month. That's $50 a week. And you got the unencumbered audacity to want to know how every penny of that $200 is spent. How dare you? And then you are going to open your mouth and talk about she does her hair and she does her nails with your money. With what? With the $200? Do you think $200 can pay for nails plus hair plus food and clothes and shelter and warmth and a car and insurance and all those things for your child? Men, you need to come up off of it. Y'all need to stop this foolishness. We know it is not about the child anymore. It is not about the money for the child that you are concerned. that she is spending your money recklessly and your child is not being cared for. We know that that's not the issue. The issue is that you feel as though your ego has been bruised because here is this woman who you don't want no more. You don't want her no more. You want her not there no more. She probably with somebody else, which probably pisses you off. And lo and behold, she's still spending your money. Guys, you all know that that is what it is. You do not want this woman with whom you are no longer romantically connected to continue to spend your money. But the money, my friend, is not yours anymore. The money is for your child. So if you see your child going hungry, if you see your child, you know, not looking up to speed, wearing old clothes, old tattered clothes, and you say, well, I give your mama $200 every month. I say, shame on you. Because $200 a month, I don't know if you all expect elastic to be in this money that you pay for child support, so it can stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. I am sure that every father who has to pay child support to a child that primarily lives with the mother spends more every month to care for that child. I know I lie. I know that's the truth. So welcome to the live, everybody. I'm checking out YouTube's newest feature of going live stream. Joseph, what's up? How are you doing? Lots of love, Joseph. What Mika said, she falling asleep. Guys, the only thing I don't like with this, or I don't know if it's because I am doing it on my phone. I don't know if it's because I'm doing it on the phone, why the chat comes up and stays up for like, and then it disappears. And then I can't see it. So I have to wait until somebody else types before I see the chat. And the chat is constantly moving up. So I won't be able to see previous chats. But anyway, I kind of like the little feature. Me fall asleep, just jump up. Wait, you fall asleep, Mika, you just jump up. Child, I don't even think I'm going to sleep tonight. I have to, but today I was doing so much. I'm a little bit tired, but I feel like I could do some more. I could probably go drink me some coffee, even though I'm not a fan, because it gives me palpitations. But sometimes I drink it. It might help me to stay up tonight so that I can get some more things done. I was trying to empty out the place and clean up the place and furniture that haven't been moved for months, years even. I gotta be moving them. Finding little cobwebs here and dead spiders and you don't know what it is like. Go to sleep, Mika, and have yourself a great night, my darling. And we will see each other tomorrow sometime. All right? Yeah, when you move your furniture, you always find a little something, something, something. Dead spider, some cobweb, some dead flies that the spider ate, and you find the shell left over. You don't act like you all don't see, never seen cobwebs and spiders in your homes. Like, seriously? Y'all gonna judge me because I found a spider under a chair? You can judge all you want. Yeah, I'm alone. Some chairs don't get moved because there's nobody to sit on them. Yeah, the couch don't get moved it's coming on to Christmas, so I have to muster up the strength to move the couch and check to see if there's anything underneath there, move the couch and vacuum under the couch. Because those things you don't do every day. Come on now, people. Quit acting like that. Let's just be real. The only place that I know what's happening in there all the time is in the kitchen. Yeah? Yeah. That's the only place that gets cleaned and over cleaned and cleaned again and over cleaned. But anywhere else, fair game. But anyway, we are here talking about whether or not men should be given an update. One young man said he thinks that child support payment should go on a card and the man should get an update as to what the money is being spent on. And I was like, oh my gosh. There are so many men who are agreeing with him with this nonsense. But putting fun and joke aside, my friends, these men who are saying that they need to know where their money is being spent and how it's being spent, I am going to conclude that these are the obsessive men who are probably the problem in the relationship to begin with. Because if you want to see how much every penny of $200 is spent to care for your child for a whole 30 days, I'm sure you have a problem. You want to see how all that money is being spent. Never mind the fact that your child is well cared for. What Josie say? Josie say you never find money. You hide from yourself. I always do. Because there is one trait that I've taken from my grandmother. My maternal grandmother is always hiding. I am by myself and I am still hiding. Like, why am I hiding stuff? Who is going to take it up? Why do I say? Yes, I believe that's a trait that I got from my paternal grandmother to be always hiding stuff. And the funny thing is, I hide stuff and then I can't find them. I don't remember them. Today, when I was cleaning out the wall unit, I hadn't been in the wall unit in ages. I'm not ashamed to say. I found something, I'm not going to tell you what I found in there. I didn't even know. I didn't even remember I had it. I did not remember I had it. When I found it, I was shocked. I was like, wow. But that is just me. I love to hide. So I'm always finding money that I put somewhere. I'm always finding stuff that I did not know, did not even remember I had. Always hiding. So that's just a little bit of me. But anyway, come on into the live, guys. This is a new YouTube feature that we are trying out tonight to see how well it works. I want to see if it is better than the other apps that we use to go live streaming on. Let's see. So far, it is not bad just because of the ease in getting into it. It's very easy to just touch that plus button on your screen and it says go live, upload a video, upload a short, whatever, and you just go bam and upload the video, upload the live, open the live, I mean. Open the live and you start going live just like that. You don't have to sit there and, like the other platforms where you have to go on. If you're using like StreamYard, you have to go in and go from one page to the next and type in and stuff like that. This is easy to access. You just go boom, right in there. So I like that. So far, I haven't had a guest, so I don't know how that feature works because I don't have a guest up. I didn't plan to do this, so I did not arrange with anybody to bring them on. But the chat, to see the chat, wait, there's a chat thing right here. Let's see. Okay, So the chat does come up and then it stays there for like 5 seconds and then it disappears until somebody else comes in and types something. Then I will be able to see the chat. And as the chat scrolls up, it disappears. So I don't know if that is so much of a good thing because I'm sitting here just looking at the screen and talking to you all, but the chat I can't see, so I can't like respond you know, unless somebody types and then I get to see the chat. But it also has a feature here that says to save highlight, to share, to mute the microphone, and to add a guest. So I could do any of these things if I hit those three buttons to the right. On the right, if I hit those three buttons, it will give me those options, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. And also, it also has a turn screen. Wow. It also has a turn screen, so maybe I could. Okay, there it is. All right. Okay. So it can turn. You can turn the screen right there. Not like StreamYard, you have to go out and go back in and come back and get off that screen completely to be able to turn the screen, to be able to turn the camera to view the next side. Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. The turn screen of this is right there on the screen. You just need to touch it. That is very good. Ooh, I like it, guys. Y'all should try it on your channels too, and let's see. And let's see if you all like it. I think I will be using it more. I will be using it more often. Pretty soon YouTube is going to come on where they're going to start giving us the options of using, filters and, green screen and stuff like that. I can just see YouTube working on that because a lot of times I know a lot of people would love to be able, you look at, oh, it does. Okay. Ariana Richard, how are you? Good to see you. Joseph said it makes me look better on the screen. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're going to find out the good aspects of this. We're going to find out the good aspects of it. Beautiful. Ariana says, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, thank you, darling. Hope you're having a fabulous night. I am doing well. So Joseph says it looks better. Maybe there is more clarity because maybe the resolution is better than the resolution on the other platforms. Oh, all right. I like it. I like it, guys. We're gonna be using this a little bit more. Pretty soon, whatever itches are in it, YouTube will fix it, I believe, as time goes by. But since they are just rolling this out, they are going to be depending on us to find the faults, to find what is going wrong with it, what's wrong with it, what we don't like with it, so that they can correct it and make it better. And I think they owe us that much for all the money they take out of our super chat. Yeah. Anywho, y'all know that that's the truth. Oh boy. I sometimes say the truth in such a fashion that you might think I'm just joking, but it's just the truth. But welcome, guys. Welcome into the live. Thank you all so much for coming. Hit the like button. Joseph, talk to me. What do you think about this thing where the men are wanting to know how every penny of their money is being spent when they pay child support. What do you think about that? Come on, men. The men in the chat, come on, talk to me. What do you think? Do you want to know what every penny of your money is being spent on? Are you not comfortable enough knowing that the mother of your child is going to care for your child with the money and your child is going to be just fine? Because it's clear that many men are not comfortable with that. They want a receipt. The men are not easy, The men want a receipt every month to tell them exactly what the money is being spent on. And in one of my videos on TikTok, somebody asked, then if that is the case, then will these men agree to have their bank accounts checked every month to see whether or not they can afford to give the woman more money? And that would be a good thing. But talking this and talking that, you know what I find to be on the rise as well, guys? Men going after women for child support. Mhm. Men, more men are trying to do all they can to discredit the woman, to make themselves appear to be the quote unquote better parent for the child to live with full time. And when they succeed in that, they are making sure that they get child support to supplement that victory. More and more men are doing it. So I'm saying to my sisters out there, be careful, because the men believe that they have been on the receiving end for a very long time, and a lot of them are desperate to turn the tables on us. Yeah. Mhm. Many of them are catching on and trying their utmost best to win custody of the child slash children and to get child support from the woman. So it's no longer a case where, as long as you are the mother, you are going to get the child, and as long as you get the child, you are going to get child support. Men are doing everything to discredit women, to discredit you from even being considered as the parent for the child to be with during after a divorce. Men are doing everything they can. So women, be very careful. All right? Be very, very careful. And another thing that I was going to say to you all about this whole situation of the men wanting to know how much money, where their money is being spent, the money they pay for child support, that is. I think these men, the men who believe that they should get this itemized list every month of what was bought for the children out of their child support money. These are usually the men who commit the most heinous crimes against former love interests. Yes, because a little child support money you can't let go of. You are still so mad, so incensed that this woman with whom you are no longer romantically connected continues to spend money. And that makes you so mad that you want an itemized list of whatever is bought for the kid every month. These are the kinds of men who go off the rails and hurt women. These are the kinds of men. They want to be in total control all the time. All the time. They want to be in control. And they are not in control after they have paid the child support money to the mother. They are no longer in control of that money. Jay, why are you that? Mister JY, you know, easy, you know. JY go over on my TikTok and JY like every video. JY, you know, easy, you know. Miss you know. Miss you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. How you been? How you doing? I hope you're having a fabulous evening. Oh, what time for me now? How much o'clock? 11:42. Miss you go over there, go like up all of my video them. I mean, when the people them over there always talk about shadow ban, shadow ban, shadow ban. Child, please. I don't I don't pay attention to no shadow ban because without a shadow or with a shadow TikTok ban me as they like, as they feel a mine. So me not really pay them and they shadow ban no man. Joseph say I don't know. Oh my god, I can't see the chat no more. Joseph type just like a period or something. So me can't see the chat again. These are the only thing me not like with the app though, guys. The chat disappears. So if the text is long and you haven't read it in its entirety in the 5 seconds, I don't know because I did not have to pay child support. But whatever the mother do with the money, that have nothing to do with me as long as the child is taken care of. Beautiful, just like that. That's what I say too. I've been telling you before, so child support nearly catch me, you know. Child support myself. I have had all the experiences in America. I swear to y'all guys. I have had all the experiences in America. Child support nearly catch me now. Oh my God. Oh my God. JY says, so I hardly get time to check your out. So I was going through. No problem, my brother. No problem. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. You know, we always do what we do, you know. No big deal at all. Yeah, guys. May I tell you, no, it seems that me get all the experiences in America. Mr. Child Support nearly catch me. Me say, my son, father, you know, all my kids are not the same dad. So my son, my son's dad took me to court for child support back in the day. Back in the day. Yeah. The man took me to court. The man take away the child, take away the pitney, you know. Me and him break up. And the man take the child and he took off with the child. Oh, look at Anthony. How you doing? Anthony, long time me not see you. How you doing? Good to see you, my dear sister. Yes, guys, I'm say the man took off with the child. I couldn't tell where the child was. And every time I would call him, ask him, where is the child? The man cussed me out, dog rotten. Tell me if you leave him alone, I feel pitney. If you leave him alone and leave him child alone, I feel pitney. So, so after about maybe a year, because the last thing I wanted was to go to court. Well, like court was such a dirty place, but you know, sometimes you just gotta go. And so after about a year, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I cannot continue living without knowing where my child is, without interacting with him. I can't do that. So I went to the courthouse. I went to the courthouse to file for joint custody. Yeah, I don't want full custody. I just want joint custody because I want to be able to see my child and participate in his upbringing because that's my child. And you don't have the right to deny me the right to share in my child's upbringing. So when I went to the courthouse, I filed the paperwork. I filed for joint custody. You know, in Miami, usually the sheriff will find you and deliver you the paper. and you sign for it, so they know that you got the paper. So you can't come to court and say you didn't get the paper because it got lost in the mail or something like that. Sheriff is coming to deliver the paper to you. I So lo and behold, I went to the courthouse and filed a joint custody order. I wanted joint custody. And the day when the police came to give me notice that they had in fact served my child's father with the paperwork that I filed, they were also delivering to me paperwork that he had filed saying that he wanted child support. Lord have mercy, I've had some experiences in America. My book is so juicy, guys. It's so juicy, believe you me. I can't wait for the people them to just raise up them hand and make me get to put it out on the market. But time alone will tell. I tell you. So the same day when the police came to deliver, when the police came to deliver the paperwork to me to say that they had found him and they had served him the paperwork that I had filed for custody, was the same day they delivered to me the paperwork that he had filed with the courts saying that he wanted child support. Oh, no, don't laugh. Oh, no, don't laugh, please. So when we went to court, they always talk about the money first. So they scheduled the child support court first before the custody court. And boy, when I went into child support court, it was a male judge. And the judge asked the man if he really wanted me to pay child support to him. The man said yes. The man said yes. The man said, tell the judge how the child didn't know me. Me say people wicked. Courthouse is a one place where me not like, people are so cruel, wicked, and evil, trying to push through their agenda. The man told the court that the child didn't know me. He said I'd left the child since the child was, 4 months old or something like that. And he didn't know where I was. I demanded somebody there with, and live with, And the man said, my God, for the penny of 4 months old, I'm the know where me there. Nobody can find me. So now here I am standing in front of a judge. The judge asking me, what is my address? I gotta give the judge my address. It just how long you been at that address. I gotta give the judge that address. The judge asking you all kinds of questions just to make sure that he's understanding the entire situation and to make sure he finds out who is telling the truth and who is not. Here I am standing there telling the judge, that's not true. It's not true that I never ran away and leave my child. He took the child. He took the child and ran away with the child. Oh my God. Look at sister Sharissa. Sharissa, some man run by you turn me and move the couch and me I say, I wonder if Sharissa wake up here that the Jack Daniels must still a bust in her head. How are you, my sister? So good to see you. So good to see you. Guys, one thing I know, whenever you all type, just know that it disappears in like 5 seconds, less than 5 seconds. So I can't see it. I know I saw Sharissa's name. I didn't see exactly what Sharissa said. So when somebody else types in the chat will come back up on the screen and then I'll be able to see it. Because I'm using my phone to do this nice live that YouTube has blessed us with. Let me see. Sharissa says, oh, he served you. Good night, guys. What? I can't touch no more rum until next year. That's it, Sharissa. No more rum for you, sister. No more. No more rum. I agree. Right? The sheriff says, "Oh, he served me." I mean, how he served me, sheriff said. The man no go down a court, go file him paperwork. And the sheriff come and serve me the paper, me have to go courthouse to go defend myself. Because the man said me run left the pitney and the pitney have 4 months old. And him and his sister, he said it was him and his sister who raised the child because I'd left the child since the child was 4 months old. So anyway, so anyway, he said he couldn't find me. He didn't know where I was. All right, since he said me run away. And me living at the same house. And the man said me run away. But anyway, this judge was very, some of them kind of, after many times I've been in the courthouse, I find that some judges are thorough, and some are very dismissive. Yeah. This judge was a thorough judge. He could look straight through and see the BS. Because all he had to do was ask me my address. Yes. Oh, yes, Joseph. I don't like courthouse at all. It is a very messy place. It is a very messy place, very messy. But, so sometimes you just got to go through the mess. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. And so when the judge asked him if he really wanted me to pay him child support, he said yes. He wanted me to pay him child support. And lo and behold, after the judge, asked a few questions and all of that, the judge realized that, hey, this grown, big, strong man, you take the kid, you run away with the kid. The woman can't see her child. But now you coming to talk about you want child support. The judge was like, I'm not ordering this woman to pay you nothing. I'm not going to order her to pay you anything. Not a penny. You need to bring the child to see his mother. So when the judge asked me, do you have, is there an order here for custody or whatever? I said, no, there is no order for custody, but I have filed a custody case. So we are waiting for our court date. And the judge says, okay, we will defer this to the custody court. And when you go in front of the custody judge, they will decide whether or not you pay. They will decide the child support at that time. And lo and behold, when we went to the custody hearing, he pulled this same crap, telling the custody judge how I had gone, I ran away, I left the child since the child was 4 months old, I never came back. He didn't know where I was, nobody couldn't find me. And he and his sister have to be caring for the child, all this blase, blase, blase. And the judge asked me for the details. And the funny thing about it, I got a lawyer. He didn't. So my lawyer was asking a lot of questions about, where the child was and what was going on. And so he had to be providing the information. I said, he took the child. He took the child out of school. We had an agreement that the child was going to be going to the school that was right outside my front door, literally. And all of a sudden, the child wasn't in school anymore. He had disenrolled the child, moved with the child, and apparently enrolled the child in another school. I didn't know where the child was. He wouldn't tell me. I didn't know. So now at the courthouse, he was forced to reveal all that information. Where was the child? What school was the child going to? Why hadn't you brought the child to see his mother? You're going to say, oh, she have our children them in Jamaica. She have our three pit them in Jamaica. And she don't want no more kids around her. What? Look at the nonsense. And that was when the judge decided that, all right, you are going to get the third weekend of every month. So I asked for joint custody. And that was how I got it. The judge said he gets the child the third weekend in every month, just for the weekend. He pick up the child Friday, he bring back the child to school Monday, and Monday evening the child comes home. The third weekend of every month. And that's how I ended up getting back my child. And when the judge asked me if I decided, oh, the child is gonna be with you most of the times, so he needs to pay child support. I was like, no, no, Your Honor, I don't need any child support. She was like, oh, that's a first. I know I don't need child support. She was like, why you don't need child support? Ma'am, I do not need child support. I'm capable, thank God, of caring for my child. And I have no doubt in my mind, in my heart, I have no doubt that my child's father will give him the world if he could, because that's how much he loved that child. I said he will give this child the world if he had it. So there's no reason for me to want to get money out of him every month. No. I'm like, no, no, Your Honor, I don't. I don't need child support. What I need is to be able to see my child and to be able to participate in my child's upbringing. That's all I need. I don't need his money. And so I never got to pay child support, and I never got child support. I took care of my child. And so said, so done. I know I was being as honest as possible, because I know that man loved that child more than he loved himself. That me know. That I know. I know at that point he hated me. He hated me, but it's not my business for revenge. That's not me. It's not my business for revenge. That's not my business. You know. But I knew that in my heart, I have to keep my heart pure. That's one thing with me. I got to keep my heart pure towards you. I got to, right? So I know that he loved that child more than anything, and he would give that child anything and everything. Why am I going to give him child support for my courthouse, have him I drag him all about the place? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Mm-mm. So I said no. I said no. There was no need for child support. There was no need. I didn't need any child support. No, let him go on about his business. But I would not change when the judge said he gets the child the third weekend of every month. There is something inside of me that felt so much gratitude, like so much victory. Like, look at that. Here I am asking for half and half. I am here asking for half and half, for each of us to have equal time. Hey, Grey Pale, what's up? I am here asking for each of us to have equal time with the child, and the judge gives you the third weekend of every month after you had been gone with the child for how many months. And that part I wouldn't change. Even if she had asked me, I wouldn't change that part, because that felt like my revenge. I did not enact the revenge, but it felt good that you couldn't share the child with me, so we have equal time with the child. So now you're gonna get 3 days a month. How about that? But even after that, even though it was on paper that he gets the child only every third weekend, can't see. Look at the time. Can't see what's up. What's up? Yes, and even after that, my friends, even though the paperwork said he gets the child the third weekend of every month, anytime he call me and he says, I'm going out of town, I'm going wherever I'm going, can a boy come with me? I'm sure, come get him. I don't have no problem with that. But now he can't run away with him. because there's a court order. So you can't run away with him. And then after we went to Korea and came back, the man took the pitney, even though there was a court order, I run away with the pitney. Again. Run away with the pitney again. And I said, look at this fool, Lord. Look at this crazy man. He ran away with the kid that time. So he kept the kid this time for a year. Every time I call him, I say, you know something, I'm not going through this video no more, Because no matter how I try to be nice with you, you try to be a devil. I am not going through this with you no more. So I went back to court and it showed that he violated the first custody order and kept the child for like 14 months or more. Yeah, more than that. And so the judge punished him. And the judge told me, take the kid. He just said, no more visitations, no more nothing. That was my good revenge. The judge says, no more visitations, no nothing. You can't be trusted. The judge said, you can't be trusted. The first time you all came up in here, it was because you had run away with the child. And even with a court order in place, you still run away with the child again. So you can no longer have custody of that child. So I ended up getting full custody of my child, and I still didn't want no child support from him. I don't want no child support because if you give them enough rope, they usually hang them. You don't have to be revengeful. You let him get away with it. Exactly, Josie. Exactly. I make him get away. He still make me want. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He might take the pitney a second time and run with gone with the pitney. Run with gone with the pitney cost me how much money if you go get lawyer and figure get lawyer and figure run up and down, search out all of Miami and everything, looking for this man, looking for my child. Again, up and down a courthouse. Just say, you can't be trusted. The second time you're running away with the child with this foolishness. But the second time when he ran away with the child, he had a financial motive because between the time when he had run away with the child the first time and we went to court, he had become disabled because he had become ill. Well, he was sick before, but he had gotten worse. So now he was on disability. So the child was getting his Social Security. So now you know that the person who the child lives with gets the Social Security. So when he took the child and ran away with the child the second time, he ran straight to Social Security and made them start paying him the Social Security money. So I was like, oh, okay. Okay, that was his motive, to make sure that he was getting the Social Security money. So when the judge said, you can't get back this child, not one day, you can't get back this child. And even after I had come, it took me like 3 months before I went back to Social Security. Him collected those 3 months of Social Security money and the child was with me. I just shake my head, say, Lord Jesus. These people, yeah, sometimes I just walk away left them. Honestly. He collected the 3 months of Social Security and don't say a word. Me just say, something. I'm fighting with you. I'm not gonna fight with you. Like, take it, keep it, do whatever you want with it. That's fine. So once I went back to Social Security, then the child started getting the money again. So, may I tell you, say, guys, I mean, this child support thing, I think it's the system's way of grabbing men by the balls and holding them there. Because if you are with your child, I think wherever you are going to be sleeping is where your child is going to be sleeping. So it's not because the child is there, you're going to pay an extra $200. No. Your rent is $1,000. It's going to be $1,000 whether your child is there or not. Right? Things like the cable, it's going to be the same price whether your child is there or not. The only things that might change might be the light and the water might change because those go per usage. But I think that if couples, when they separate, could come together in a peaceful way and support their children like they are supposed to, we would not need the system to continue to throw more of our men in jail. Because I don't see the purpose. That's just me. I personally also Jerry said that Egypt can see seconds I'll never change all my call. Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I never change all my colors for you. Okay, Kenzie, you got that. You got that. I wasn't prepared for it, but you got it. Only for you, Kenzie. Cherisha say, I pity them, we eat out of house and land. That is the thing, growing children need to eat. But I believe that if a mother and a father, if you're separated, and the two of you can come together and determine how you're going to care for your child financially, you shouldn't need the courts because I think apart from the child, the I think the system has an ulterior motive for getting more of our men behind bars. If they cannot get them from them stealing and committing crimes and doing things that they're not supposed to do, they can't get them like that. They're going to use us to get them behind bars. That is my view on this whole child support stuff. That's just my view. I think they are using us as women to get more of our men behind bars. Because what is the point? If a man isn't working, if a man don't have the money to give a woman every month for the child, that man could have a heart of gold, a heart of love for that child. If that child goes to stay with that man, if that child goes to stay with that man for the week, if you say, okay, keep little Johnny on the third week of the month, and this man is able to pick up this child on Sunday, keep this child until Saturday. Wherever the man is laying his head, the child will lay his head. Whatever the man is eating, the child will eat. The child already have clothes. Whatever light or water the man have, the child will use for that week. It's not always about money, no people. It's not always about money. Sometimes the heart, let me tell you, the things that the heart can give, money cannot buy. And as mothers, we have to know when a man truly loves their child. I tell you, oh, me and my last husband, me not even want to see him. Me not even want, me not, me not have nothing at all to do. Me tell you, me not have nothing to do with him. Me not have nothing to do with him. But we have a child together. You think me I go get up and run up and down and run him down for child support? No, no, no. Would he give me child support? Hell yes. His court paperwork asked for spousal support of $800, and he wanted the court to determine child support. Okay, but I don't have time for that. Thank God that wasn't even acknowledged. But this running up and down this, when the man going to prison now, the poor child, when the man goes into prison, the poor child has to deal with the stigma of the father being incarcerated. And this makes a lot of women angry. They come back out angry because they're going to jail. They arrest them for not paying child support, arrest them for child support. Now they probably lose a little bit of job they had, probably a minimum wage job. They're at risk of losing the little roof over their head, the little car, and the little, it's like it makes them worse. I wouldn't want to be the contributor to that. That's just me, guys. I wouldn't want to be the contributor to breaking down and destroying somebody with whom I had a child like that. I wouldn't want that. And I know some of these women are vicious. Oh, Jesus. Some of these women are vicious. They're mad at the man because the man did cheat with them, cheat on them. And they can separate their feelings to say, well, if they cheat on me, I will make him suffer. Me not saying one suffer, but it's not going to be at my hands. Yeah, him can suffer all him want, but it's not going to be at my hands. Me not going to do anything that is going to contribute to him suffering. Me can't do that. Me can't do it. Me can't live so. Me can't do it. Me can't do it. So I don't participate in those kinds of things. And me thank God so me can feed my child. And if I couldn't feed my child, I would have to find a way too. Because me wouldn't sit down and wait for a man to pay me child support for me to feed my child. But it is the system. It is what it is. And so if you find yourself in the predicament, you gotta deal with it. You gotta deal with it. But don't be motivated by hate and revenge. Because some are revengeful body now. We think about the loss of the relationship more than we think about the gain in the relation. The gain, what you have gained from having lost this relationship. Somehow we can't even stop to smell the roses, to acknowledge the freedom we have now, the deliverance where we get, because we're so busy thinking about using the pitney to catch the man, using the pitney to bring down the man, using the pitney. And I run up and down and I dig up to see how much the man did work, how much the man work, and if you go to courthouse, I have to tell the judge, you need this amount of money every month. And so the man have him life to live too. Get your life and love people, love man, make him live him life. Like, and then we wonder why some men get so angry. Them get angry. I agree, but if it's an abusive relation, I think that's when court come in, just playing devil's advocate. That is true. In an abusive relationship, the court does come in. Because in my last relationship, there was abuse because remember I told you that he had kicked on the door, threatened to shoot me if I didn't come out of the house. But even with that, I still maintained in court that not have nothing to do with him getting his child, spending time with his child. You think of the pitney him did want to put the bullet in her head? I the pitney. I me. I me. That statement was meant for me, not for the child. Yeah. So me not gonna make hate and revenge make me deny my child the opportunity to get to spend time with him father and get to know our father. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. People say me foolish, man. No people call me fool, but me stand one side I play fool to catch wise. So make them stay there. You understand? So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't participate in something like that. And as I tell you before, the way I feel about the whole child support thing, me tell you how me feel about it. When it comes on to our men. See that we can't even find man in this. We can't even find free men already to be with. We can't even find free our men enough for us to be with. And then me must join with the already established enemy to put more of our men in a. Me not join with them. Me no business. Me not join with them. Mm-mm. I will work 3 jobs. I will make sure my child has everything he needs, everything they need. I will make sure of that. But if that is going to come at the price of their father's freedom, it's not gonna happen. Not in my book. Not in my cabinet. Nowadays, you have to think twice. He was in the fire. I felt the heat, and you know how far he would go. Exactly. Exactly, Sherissa. But that was just my experience, and that was just me. Guys, look, I'm gonna light up the light button. But that was just my experience. That was just me, and it is me, and that's how I am. Everybody's situation, everybody's circumstances are different. Your circumstance might tell you that this I mean, man, yeah, him don't give away nothing. I mean, no say, not even the picnic lunch money him not go pay. Him not going to do anything for this child. So me need somebody, me need the courts. I need the courts to ensure that he pays the money. Some people might find themselves in that situation. I wasn't in that situation because even right now, my daughter goes back and forth. She spent 1 week with me, 1 week with him. So we have joint custody. She spent 1 week with me, 1 week with him, 1 week with me. We don't need child support because when we live where she come live, the light, the water, the internet, the cable, the whatever she use. When me not on a cable, come and watch TV. So she not on TV over here for watch. And me know so she no miss it. She get to go read her book, just like me. Go read your book. Just like when me there read books. In my bedroom myself, I don't have no TV now. In a fair bedroom, no TV. Right? So me not on a cable. Them something to me are like unnecessary luxury. And not even luxury. The unnecessary stuff. So me no play that. Me no play like that. You understand? But wherever I am that week, that's where she is. Whatever I'm eating, that's what she's eating. Whatever I'm doing, that's what she's doing. And if in that week when she's with me, there is something happening at school that she needs to pay for, then I pay for it. If when she's not with me, something is happening at school that she needs to pay for, he pay for it. So me no need for nickel and dime and say, well, this week, this event was happening at school and I paid $100. You better give me back my $50. So petty. No, 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 no. Not time for them foolishness there. Yeah, and I think that more of us need to leave off the frills and frestles off of the situation and just deal with the meat and potatoes of the situation when you have to divorce or separate and you have child custody and child support to think about. Sometimes we worry about everything that's on the fringes rather than what's in the nucleus of the situation. And because of that, we can't even think rational. We can't even make rational decisions for the child's sake. We just I think about how me hate him and how him cheat on me and how him wicked and how him say, I'm gonna get him back. Yes, I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna pay this child support. Mm-mm. My heart not set up like that. Me not have those desires to to find a smile out of a circumstance of that nature. That does not appeal to me. Mm-mm. But nowadays, them man, yeah, these men, trust and believe me, these men going out of their way, a lot of them, to make sure, say, women pay them child support. And I'm saying to all my sisters out there who are nurses, who don't know, so not prime target, right? Once you're in the medical field, you are a prime target. You are a prime target. These men are coming after you. Trev, I went to court because he was being spiteful to my daughter. I just didn't want to deal with him, period. I never hate him, but he was using. I agree that sometimes you have to do, every time you have to do what you have to do. It's just that the way my circumstance was and the decisions I made then, and it worked out. It's not one size fits all. It's not the same circumstance across the board. Everybody have different situations. And remember, you have people with different personalities that you are working with. You understand? Some people so incorrigible, they can't change. Them are just crosses. You understand? And those people you have to leave them at further than an arm's length. Me have my one set of crosses, yeah, crosses. But me try to make it so that we don't have to cross paths. We don't have to communicate if we don't have to. We don't have anything to talk about, anything. Text me text you. Email me email you. In a story. Me and I have nothing else to talk about. Was trying using her to try to get me to stay. Exactly. I get a little bit of money and put it in her account. Exactly. If you have to get some money, you get the money, you put the money in her account for the child. You know, yeah, that's what you do. Put away something for the child for when the child gets older. The child will have that money to fall back on. I'm just eating a tangerine, guys. Last time I put up that video today, and we go to the store. I went to Walmart and the Caribbean store together. I had gone to those two stores. And the tangerines, guys, oh my God, these tangerines, I eat them all day long. They are my snack all day long. Mm-mm-mm. They are so good. And I bought 3 bags because I was so excited that they were $2 a bag. Money, never use it. When she turned 21 and he makes the last payment, I will under the debit card. Exactly. Exactly. You save the money for the kid. Because it's not like the kid is going to need it. If you are wherever you are, is where the kid is gonna be, and the child is going to be enjoying the same amenities you have at home. So there needs to be. There don't have to be no argument. There don't have to be no problems. But some people just them strive off the problem. They strive off the argument. Them strive off the antagonism. They strive off of it. So that's what they are looking forward to. That's what they are looking for. That's what they want. Yeah. If there is not a whole lot of action going on in the relationship, they don't want to be there. They want to be in the relationship because there's a lot of going on. I want to fight and everybody still not fight and I pick them I still not fight. No, sir. We can't live like that, people. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We can't live like that. The poor people, the poor children grow up the same way with all this fighting and all this abuse going on around them. And they are just in the middle all day long. And it's just toxic. And the poor children don't know what to do. You know, it's like fighting is their norm. And then they go to school and no conflict resolution skill. They are fighting at school and they are just angry in life. And it's like, no, we ain't doing that. We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop. Pay attention to what's important, and the things that are not too important, just leave them alone. Just let it be. Just let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be. Yeah, just let it go. All right, guys. I wasn't coming on here to stay too long with you all, but it was a pleasure being here with you all for an hour and 20 minutes. I am going to be going to my bed now. And before I go, if you are a man who believes that you should get a rundown of what the woman does with the money you pay her for child support, rethink that idea because you are crazy. Yeah, you don't need nothing. You don't need to know. You're just trying to be controlling and just trying to control the woman and her activities. You don't need to do that. Just trust the process and trust that once you give this woman the money, she is going to ensure that your child is well taken care of. Okay? That's going to be it. Don't what the money. Exactly, Sharissa. I mean, talking about you want to see what the money, and because the woman do her hair and do her nails, the woman could do her hair by herself, or she could have her friends do it, do her hair or her nails. And even if it's the money that you gave for the child, that's a child's mother. So what? So what? Yeah, say she'll fix up the next man, and I know you. She'll fix up the next man, see her. Yeah, because you don't want to see her look brought down and dragged down and head look all nappy and unkept and she look tired and broke down because you left her. I guess that's what you wanted to see. And because you are not seeing that, you want to make sure that you talk about your money. Get out of here with that foolishness. Get out of here with that foolishness. Lord, the good one is I pay child support. I don't have to buy you no gift for birthday. You hear all them foolishness there? You don't hear all them nonsense. They want me buy pay child support, so I have to buy no gift. These men are so petty towards their children. I don't think their children are noticing. You don't want, yeah, they're not paying for none extra. If the child got to do an extracurricular activity, they're not paying for none extra because the child, they already paid the mom child support. Like, like it's some elastic money them give the mom that she must stretch it and stretch it and stretch it and stretch it to accommodate the child. And these men are so crazy. They are crazy. But we got to deal with them. We got to deal with them. I know Christmas is coming, and a lot of kids are not going to get Christmas gifts from their daddies because their daddies are saying they already paid child support. So they're not going to buy any gift for the kids. Ah, boy, I tell you, my friends, it is what it is. But whatever it is, I want you all to take care of yourselves, protect your children, take care of yourself and take care of your children. And even though you have a breakup, remember, it's okay she get two from mommy. Exactly. It's okay that you all have broken up. It's not okay to use the children as a pawn between you two. And it is not okay, I don't think, for you to plot with the state to destroy this man's life just because he left you. Y'all know what I mean when I say that. Because a lot of this, I see what it is. All right. All right, guys. So that is my take on things. That is my take on this particular topic. I shall revisit it in the future, but for right now, that is my thoughts on whether or not men should get a rundown of an itemized list of what their child support money has bought for their child. Okay, they would be surprised if they got an itemized list. They would be surprised that they really owe mommy some money. All right, guys, that's going to be it from me for tonight. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who came into this first live with this YouTube chat thing. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. I can't remember everybody's name, but I know Sharissa and JY and Joe and Mika and Ageable and um several other people were here. I thank you all so much for coming in. If you have not yet hit that like button, hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate it so, so, so much. So that's it, my friends. I will see you all tomorrow. Today, well, it's already Wednesday. I will see you all today at 4 o'clock. We are going to do a game live. Okay, so come prepared to win. Come prepared to win the game. I'm not going to tell you all what the prize is going to be, but be there at 4 o'clock right here at Trevessence Unstoppable, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a fabulous night, my friends. I will see you all later. Okay, how do I cut this off now, guys? Gotcha. How this cut off? Eh, eh, eh. People, I don't know how to cut off this live. Oh. Have a good night, everybody.